Hello students, we are on the last part of the poem. The name of the poem is Inchcape Rock, written by Robert Southey. The poem is quite lengthy, so I made it into two parts. So this is the last part of the poem. I will read the stanza for you. On the deck the rover takes his stand. So dark it is, they see no land. Quoth Sir Ralph, it will be brighter soon, for there is no dawn for the rising moon. That is the 4 lines which I read it right now. And here the deck means the upper part of the ship. The top part of the ship, we call it deck. And quoth, Q-U-O-T-H. The meaning is said. Sir Ralph said. That is the meaning comes here. Okay. So here we see Sir Ralph stood on the deck, on the top part of the ship, and but he could not see the land due to the fog. So here we can see the atmosphere has changed entirely, and in the beginning we have seen no movement in the air. The waves were flowing very slow, and the ship was still and steady, and it was moving very slowly. So these are very clear. Everywhere it was joyful and happiness and full of joy around and the people were moving here and there, and full of joy and happiness was there. But now the atmosphere has entirely changed due to fog and heavy storm. His companions were frightened, but Sir Ralph assures that there would be some light in the sky soon. So we see it here. Sir Ralph said, it will be brighter soon. That means he is telling his companions, his friends, that there would be some light in the sky soon, as the moon was about to appear. So here we can see that the Sir Ralph, he is assuring his companions, telling that don't be afraid. We move on to the next line. Canst hear, said one, the breakers roar. For me thinks we would be near the shore. Now where we are, I can't tell, but I wish I could hear the Inchcape bell. So here, canst means cannot. So I cannot hear the breakers roar. Breakers roar means a strong waves sound. I can hear only the strong waves sound. I cannot see the land because of the fog. For me think, I think we would be near the shore. Who is assuring this? Sir Ralph is assuring to his companions that we will be I can hear the waves moving, and we will be very soon near the sea shore. Now where are I? I can't tell, but I wish I could hear the Inchcape bell. So one of his companions said that he cannot locate the position of the ship and can hear the roar of the waving waves. So one of his companions said that I cannot find out where is the shore, and I am not sure which way we have to go. So he hoped to be near the shore soon. And he is also telling that no need to worry about, we will be near the shore soon. He regrets and wished to hear the Inchcape Rock. Who is regretting here? Sir Ralph is regretting that what he has done the mistakes. Now he is regretting about that and telling that I wish I could hear the Inchcape bell to guide in the situation. The Inchcape bell could have been guided them to change the direction. Now they cannot, they don't know where to go and where is the Inchcape bell. So we move to the next line. They hear no sound, the swell in strong. Though the wind hath fallen, they drift along, till the vessel strikes with a shivering shock. So here the difficult words are hath, H-A-T-H. Hath means has. And vessel here is the ship. Strikes means hit. Shivering means here shaking. Okay. And drift, D-R-I-F-T. Drift means be carried slowly by a current of waves of the water. Okay. So here we see that there is no sound of the bell heard. There is no sound of the bell to be heard, and the waves are very strong. The waves are flowing very strong, and they cannot hear the sound of the bell because of the strong waves and the wind. The wind is blowing so fast that the ship is moving along with it. So when the wind blows fast, the ship also moves along the wind. And finally the ship collapsed with a great sound with the Inchcape Rock. So finally what happened? The ship hit the Inchcape Rock and it collapsed. So Sir Ralph to the rower tore his hair. He crushed himself in his despair. The waves rush on every side. The ship is sinking beneath the side. So here, crust, C-R-U-R-S-T, that means crust, the meaning is cursed. Tore means pulling out, pulling hard. Okay, despair means frustration. Beneath means under. So here we see that the Sir Ralph is saying that to his companions, I cannot hear anything. The power of the waves is so strong, and the roaring sound of the waves breaking against something. I wish I could hear the bell. Now he is in frustration and despair. He says that I cannot hear the bell, the ringing of the Inchcape bell, and the waves are so strong and it moves. The ship is, I hear that it is hitting on the rock. I wish I could hear the Inchcape Rock. No. So in frustration, Sir Ralph pulled his hair and cursed himself for his evil deeds. Now he is regretting himself what he has done in the beginning. What is the frustration he is going on now? He has cut the Inchcape bell. Okay. The ship go and hit the Inchcape bell and started to sink. So you can imagine what a fearful situation they were. So, but even in his dying fear, the dreadful sound could the rower hear, a sound as if with the Inchcape bell. The devil below was ringing his knell. That is the last stanza of the poem. So what is in the last line? As the ship was singing, Sir Ralph was totally scared and could hear the terrible sound of the Inchcape bell ringing in his ear. That was his death bell, no? Ringing. The devil is calling him. He said, oh no, I am going to die. Why? Why I am hearing the sound of the Inchcape bell in my ear. Who is telling this? Sir Ralph is telling to myself. When the ship was sinking down in the sea, he was crying and shouting, totally upset and frustrated. And I could hear the Inchcape bell ringing in my eye, and I feel that I am about to die. He said, oh no, I am going to die. Why? Why am I hearing the sound of the Inchcape bell in my ear? It seemed that the devil below is ringing his death bell. That means he felt that the devil is calling him, and it seems that the devil below his ear ringing his death bell. Okay, students, that's the end of the poem. It's a quite big poem, and the poem gives a moral value also. Okay, whenever you read something or study something, we get out of that something to learn for ourselves. Okay, that's what's the moral we get from here? The poem gives a message that those who do a wrong thing will meet with a due punishment. What's the moral we get here? Those who do evil thing will meet with the due punishment. Okay. So, now you have to write down the question answers and the word meaning or reference the context from the given PDF. Okay. So, completing the work and prepare for your exam. Okay. Thank you.